You really did cut him
Left
off.
eastbound San Andreas.
I gave him a bomb. That was an accident.
Right southbound Power.
But I think there's something to be said about the fact that
Left
people
eastbound
don't know
San Andreas.
90% of
Vespucci.
current
Left
legislation,
northbound Elgin.
which is inherently problematic.
Yeah.
Right eastbound San Andreas.
390 secondary, full sending eastbound San Andreas. Crossing over the bridge. They might hard brake here. I think they are. Stand by.
No,
Disregard.
they're extending it.
Yeah, even as a marshal, like, the expectation to know every single piece of legislation by word is, like, a bit difficult.
Right southbound Supply. Right westbound Vespucci. Passing the tuna shop. Left southbound Popular. Right westbound taking the ramp down towards the LS Customs. Left southbound towards the Customs and circling around eastbound onto the train tracks. Crossing underneath Popular, sticking to the right, and jumping back up to Popular. Turning southbound, or disregard northbound. Oh!
That was. I'm so sorry. I feel terrible now.
Westbound Olympic Freeway. And it's like, you want my honest opinion, or taking the Elgin turn off? Towards Adams Apple, full sending back into the freeway westbound on Olympic. Left southbound towards La Porta and sticking right for Dutch London's, or Innocence, correction. Left eastbound Innocence Boulevard. Right southbound taking the slip down. I'm gonna go around. PCB.
No, he didn't take the slip. He took the, gas station.
Oh, they're gonna end up on Alta.
Oh,
Back on Innocence.
Oh.
Back in the slip. Now they're going for the slip and roll on the Perona.
They're going for the slip now.
They're not on the freeway. They went down.
They're going to be east of the canals towards Alta. They're approaching Alta, entering Alta now.
They were waiting at the top, likely to reverse into whoever went up.
Oh, we got them. They're north. Also, they tried to pump us down, but Sky said fuck that.
These mayors have no fucking
left
idea what we've
westbound
dealt with
Adams
over
Apple.
the last 11 fucking months, and they think that what they're doing is special and
Right, northbound
unique
Calais.
and different, when really we've
Left
been on a
westbound
down
Los
bad arc
Circus.
continuously for 11 fucking
Right
months, and
northbound
so
Palomino.
their perception of let
Right
us make
eastbound
them
San Andreas,
struggle
direction Vespucci.
just ain't it, dog.
Left northbound Calais.
390 secondary, northbound Calais, left westbound San Andreas Ave. Left southbound Palomino. Left eastbound through the alleyway back towards Calais. Right southbound Calais. Left eastbound Vespucci. Left northbound through the red garage. We're taking the like alternate slip, continuing northbound through PCB, northbound and left westbound San Andreas. You picked the wrong fucking car!
You're gonna call me asking for help and then you're gonna chase me, Rose?
Well, I didn't know it was
That's
you!
messed up,
How was I supposed to know it was you? Oh, you take it. Go. Southbound through the red garage. Once we get out, I'm gonna pull straight ahead. Well, take this turn left, northbound through Peaceful. Make 50. I'm sorry. The right eastbound San Andreas. Upper San Andreas.
The issue?
Oh,
Do you want to
God.
know what I think the issue is?
Left northbound upper power. Approaching Swiss.
They have backup, by the way. Vigero, black and color registered at tally marks.
Copy. Right east on Swiss. Right, stay 50. Southbound Elgin. Left east into an alleyway off of Elgin approaching
Fred
Strawberry.
is born for conflict.
Yeah,
This is nature.
but it's during a time in which we can't support it because it's all we fucking had.
That's just not
Like,
nice.
Yeah.
People don't realize we didn't get a fucking dollar of money
Left
for
northbound
months on
Strawberry.
end.
Right.
Left
eastbound
Vigero,
Tiffany
Paul.
When
Way.
I tell you the CVPIs that we had were in such poor
East
mechanical
on Sinus Passage. Right.
state
Southbound
that
Wood-
they couldn't do
Tiffany-
30 miles an
Little-
hour. It took
Big
me 2 minutes to go from Mission
Right,
Road to
west
fucking
on Alley
Mosley's
Street.
to get an engine
Left
replacement.
southbound Center Street, crossing MRPD.
To pay $10,000 for a fucking engine
Never
replacement
been.
on a shared
Barrington,
vehicle at the time.
Motor pool.
And now that doesn't sound that bad, right? $10,000. We weren't being paid good money. Additionally, we didn't have many officers. This was the fucking skeleton of the skeleton crew at that point.
They made it.
So like, there was not much money to pool together with the few people that were around, and it's just been one thing after another. Right westbound, Adams Apple left and immediate right westbound onto Olympic. Right northbound Upper La Puerta Freeway. But you're not wrong. The thing is, Pred's not the only one. From my understanding, it's Nino as well. Continuing northbound Upper La
Nino
Puerta.
seems to be thriving on a... He seems to be
sticking
wanting...
right westbound at eastbound lanes Del Perro.
He seems to be wanting a lot of... or digging, stirring.
Taking the North Rockford turnoff. Right northbound. I'm gonna go behind the colorful garage VCB. I got it. Behind colorful garage southbound. Damn, Fiona, creature of habit. Who would have known? Girl, Fiona,
Southbound
creature of
Prosperity,
habit. How you gonna
left
still take
eastbound
the same
Sushi.
path, girl?
No stopping. You turn west side of Bob Smith PD. We'll pass Mount Vespucci Boulevard.
I'm gonna chase the roads right now.
Left
so
southbound Prosperity.
I'll give you a call back. Right, bye.
Go slowing again. Left. Keep going through the alleyway. Gonna take the jump up to South Rockford.
But yeah, I
Narrowly dodging all of the poles,
I do
slowing
agree with
left,
you
northbound, southbound.
regarding Pred. Now, in saying that,
Right northbound.
like,
Decker,
do I
immediate right,
condone
eastbound
what like
off-road
Bruce
over
did
towards
when
Solsoul.
Pred first got mayor? No, but I also don't have the full context. But like,
Collided
based
with
on what I know, it doesn't
still
sound
eastbound
appropriate. Ow. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Going into the construction
However,
site,
I don't believe
I don't know what
that's
their play is.
justification behind
saying I'm
treating
lost,
an
I'm lost, I'm
entire
lost, I'm
department.
lost. Coming back out on the Calais, right northbound.
Lost or washed?
Right eastbound Vespucci Boulevard.
I don't think it's justification behind treating
Independent
the
lanes,
entire
traffic, still
department like
eastbound
shit. And I don't know. I feel like a lot of what's happening is
Left northbound Strawberry.
because of legislation. I feel like there's been sort of a
Right,
lot
eastbound
of.
Well, I think
Andreas.
it's also to do with the obviously what happened to Pred.
Continue eastbound San Andreas, opposing lanes. Halfway through the bridge now, still sending
you know,
through.
You're obviously aware of what happened, right?
The raid related stuff.
Yeah, the raid.
So I don't have the full context behind
Right,
that,
southbound
but
El Rancho.
like I have a general idea. But
We have a decent amount of distance on us. Still southbound El Rancho Boulevard.
at 50 I'm repairing.
Right westbound Capitol. They
We
lost
finally-
all their distance.
we finally
Take the
get time
squeeze
to talk.
The freeway.
Oh,
they did a little jump and then they hit the wall.
we have to get rid of that.
Right northbound Legion Fields, opposing lanes.
I stand by what I said.
Left,
There's
westbound
way too much fucking
off-road into the
legislation.
canals.
It's fucking stupid. There have been some things laid out in legislation that are intentionally vague, and people have sort of
They
immediately
might take the
jumped
jump
on
up onto, the freeway from here.
taking advantage of that.
Yeah, taking the jump onto Palomino Freeway.
I think.
Northbound Palomino Freeway.
I think Angel.
U-turning. Now southbound.
It's like back in the day, right? The tanks of the tanks
Merging
of the P that used to have. You used to have
onto
you.
Olympic
You used to have Angel and Pred. You used to tank for Pred, right? At times.
Well, it wasn't just tanking,
Right,
though, as much as
lose
it
that
was
opulence.
also pulling him to center and getting him to understand.
We're still
Like,
circling, haven't made it to Pop.
He would have outlandish
We're making it
ideas,
there
we
right
would discuss, and then
Am
we
I
would come to a
correct?
middle ground,
Right.
Yeah.
which
northbound
prevented a
Poplar.
lot of, unnecessary
Immediate
stuff.
right,
I don't know if Pred
northbound
has that
supply.
person in his life anymore.
I'm not sure he does either.
Passing the tuna shop, right eastbound Vespucci.
I do think that,
Right southbound off-road behind the convenience store.
I think Pred has
Coming on
Good intentions for the north.
Southbound opposing lanes,
Right.
crossing over towards the train tracks.
I just think it's necessarily the way he's
Westbound on the
probably
train tracks
gone
now.
about some of them.
Yeah,
Been a bit
it's the
too-
execution.
Yeah.
Squeezing in and out of here.
I
They got
think his
stuck on
ideas are
another-
good. Ooh, could be good.
Oh, they got stuck on another fence.
Oh, girl.
What the fuck?
She's smoking now or westbound?
390 secondary. Right northbound, popular. Left westbound onto Olympic Freeway. Proper lanes. I can kind of keep up. Taking the Elgin Adams Apple turn off. Westbound Adams Apple. Oh, I'm alive. Oh, I might not be. Oh, God. Ah!
That car.
BCB.
That car wasn't there.
Into the self-storage, coming out eastbound in the parking, U-turning, now southbound through the alleyways, left
Whose
eastbound,
tailgater
behind
was that?
24/7.
I didn't have my harness on.
Coming out
That could have
next
been
to the
so much
VU,
worse.
Right,
Holy
southbound
fuck.
Elgin,
Who put that there?
merging on intersect
Margot S.
eastbound,
Cargo is.
passing the marshal's
Okay.
office. Ah! The ADMC block paper for you!
What else? What else? What else?
They have a
Yeah,
large
I don't know. Because
the
even
mail
when
got out of
things were
control,
stable for the
banshees
BCSO,
going
there was still the
northbound
drama
reload
of the
speed,
LSPD,
going
likely
back into the
provoked by the
ADMC
mayor.
block,
So
now
there literally has
westbound,
been no iteration
coming out
of this
into
police department that
Davis,
hasn't
stand
been
by.
intentionally
A little bit
griefed
more northbound.
pretty much from within. Which fucking sucks.
Well, Angel says it all the time, right? There's not really been. She's been like the main justice holding it down for so long,
it all
right?
the way a little bit more behind Mission
And
Road,
I look in the
compare
city at who would
BCS,
do
they're gonna
Angel's
turn
job.
integrity more than the police.
And there's not really many people who come to mind.
No, I actually think the DOJ is screwed if Angel were to leave.
Yeah.
For BCB, last sending it northbound Little Bighorn towards integrity.
I mean, the reality is, I think,
I'm gonna check the bus.
I think,
station. That truck was pulling out of ADMC's turf when I was driving by. I was about like 10 seconds behind you guys.
Yeah, they tried to block a little bit so we couldn't be right behind them. Okay, I was wrong. But there was another big black truck.
we'll just have to see what happens, Rhodes. I mean, like, I just try and stay clear of all this random hibbity-hoo-blah. Like, Nino asked me for, Nino and Peters both asked me for a 4-month FOIA. And I was like, yeah, I'll put your request in. But, I mean, how am I supposed to supplement that, right?
I mean, whoever's responsible for whatever report they're looking for is supposed to provide it.
Well, yeah, but it's like someone coming to PD and saying, yeah, I need every report that's happened in the past 6 months. You know what I mean? It's a bit unreasonable.
Yeah. Yeah, that is unreasonable. Here, let me just open legislation in reference Freedom of Information Act.
It's alright, we'll get it next time.
It's our belief that allowing citizens to access information that's being used against them in a court of law or could potentially be used against them is necessary for not only their well-being. Okay, so to me, that's telling me that if anything is outside of statute of limitations, I mean, it's not explicitly written out that it shouldn't be provided, but if the purpose of a FOIA is to ensure that people have information that can be used against them in court, I mean, if it's over 30 days old, it's irrelevant, isn't it?
I mean, like I say, I gave my response to the request and that was it, right? So if there's something that comes from it, something comes from it.
Must be delivered to the law enforcement agency responsible for the report in question. Did you have any? Did marshals have any involvement in FOIA stuff?
We do not have access to your FOIA channels, right? So any FOIAs coming are actually having to be given in person, right?
I didn't know
but
that.
the reality is, if there are any reports or whatever, they are technically like investigation reports, right?
Oh my
But
god. Oh my god. You know what? I'm
Yeah.
loving this $3,000 fee. It doesn't go to me, it goes to the department, but it states for each record requested.
I'm guessing this was discussed somewhere, because this legislation came out after these requests came in, so I don't know.
It is so interesting.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
I don't know. I just I don't know if I've said this to you before, but would you believe me if I told you in the last 11 months of me being a police officer, I've written 1 arrest warrant?
Yeah, I think from an investigatory standpoint, I'm not saying it's impossible to investigate criminal organizations at
It's
this
very
point,
fucking difficult.
But when you look at like the cargo ship, right? I'll just use a cargo ship as an example. We don't really respond, or I haven't seen PD necessarily respond to the ship itself, so you don't really get any intel from the ship. We know that there's some helicopter that takes stuff, but generally, like, to catch the helicopter, you'd have to have Air One follow it forever and a day, and then if you chase anyone on a boat, it generally ends in 6 boat swaps. So it's kind of like garnering information on what people are getting and how they're getting it is next to nigh impossible. As I said, with the whole raid that happened on whatever warehouse and whatnot, and what was found, right? And when I first came and Nakoda did that huge raid, I don't understand how people ascertain that there are grow houses through subpoenas, right? Unless somebody blatantly goes, yes, in this house is weed, right?
Right.
I don't see, I haven't heard of any outdoor grows, right? So I don't really know how to tie the knots together to say that this person's actively growing and cultivating weed apart from an admission. Right. Because it will be on the investigator to prove that, 51 likelihood that there's more
Dispatch,
weed inside of the property, right?
But I'm gonna
Yep.
go 42 as well.
Okay, good night, Crazy.
And these are just like some of the problems.
Guys, hope you all have a beautiful and safe shift.
I mean, there's also other aspects of, like, we can't determine ownership of a property.
Yeah, that's true, yeah.
Which I think is very problematic. We, like, the fact that we can't just search up a property like we used to be able to and determine who the owner was, so that we can sort of, like, connect the dots. Because the reality is, if someone's got a clean guy with no affiliation, we're never going to find out until we stumble across their profile.
Yep.
And that's problematic just on the basis that, like, I mean, do we have the fucking resources to dedicate sitting in front of every fucking property waiting for someone to go in or out with something illegal? Like, that's silly. Now, before we would do it, because we could sort of conclude that, like, okay, this person is affiliated, so we'll sit there and dedicate the 8 hours it may be so that we can potentially see someone going in or out and then find out who they are, run the plate of the vehicle that came in. But how do you do that to a list of properties with no ownership? Not okay. Let me rephrase. Without knowledge behind who owns the properties. Like, it's rough. Which is why the marshals, I think, have been sort of historically disliked by the police department, and that's just because I think all of us have sort of seen what's happened over the last 11 months and have acknowledged that long-term investigations are not very practical or viable. And as a result, the easiest thing to do is look into the police department and any wrongdoing, which I think is why the marshals got a lot of hate at the very start.
Well, this is what Angel wanted to divert from, like, it would still be part of our job, right, and our whatever. But it's one of the reasons I was brought in to, you know, take that long-term investigation stuff and try and mold it into something, right? Something that the PD obviously didn't have the chance to do. But the problem is that so much has happened that literally
Can't
it's
focus on
literally been
anything
civil
else.
war.
Yep.
Yeah, it's literally civil war. And
Yes.
it's just...
It's been like this forever. If it wasn't civil war, you know what it was? Fucking just like what's a good word to describe this? Like just there just not being anybody around. Like again,
yeah, well, I mean,
I've said it before.
No one's around.
I've
no
said
one's
it
around because, like you said, like you've got no money to live. You have a car and you want to get in a chase or something. Good luck. I mean, car will dust you in 3 seconds because you don't have any upgrades. So.
Yeah. I think the funniest thing is like when oftentimes when I tell people that I don't have money, right? Like I've got some money, sure, but I don't have like a large sum of money. They go, yeah, well, weren't you getting max XP for so long? Remember? No, motherfucker, because I was burnt the fuck out. I can probably count on one hand the amount of hours that I got paid max XP because I was burnt the fuck out because of how the skeleton crew got treated.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, Nova, you're a smart person. You're a critical thinker. Like even without you not experiencing necessarily the same issues as the police department as it currently stands, you know what we're dealing with. And everybody knows that it's not an environment that anybody can thrive in. And yet again, it does not matter because there's going to be 90-day fucking shakeups because of the stupid fucking legislation regarding mayorship. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it.
Yeah, I mean, I can only really see one plausible outcome. I'm struggling to see an outcome in which things get diffused. I'm presuming that things are going to keep escalating to a point where somebody's going to have to wake up or fly in.
Let's stop at red lights, please.
I have a feeling someone's going to be flying in at some point. Someone from the Senate or something. God, I fucking hate that word.
I don't know. Like I said, do I feel like Pred got wronged with the warrant stuff? His arrest warrant, to be clear. Yeah. But again, I don't think that's justification. And the thing is, Pred knows. Because Pred and I got removed multiple times only to be put right back in our fucking spot to continue leading the most successful iteration of the PD there was. But
the thing with Pred is, like, yes, he may have a case for what happened to him, but the reality is with him, he just he's not pursuing it legally. He's just expecting other people to do it for him, right?
He's doing what we oftentimes want other people to do to create case law or apply consequence to somebody who like maliciously did something and like fucked up, but because the amount of time and effort required, they would instead opt to. So instead of operating on principle, they're operating on what's going to sort of benefit them the most within that time period. Which is to be clear, that's not like a dig towards Pred, but that's just a common theme amongst most things. For example, this oftentimes people plead guilty because it's quicker to say that than contact an attorney and sit there and dispute charges and stuff. Even though, principally, like if they think they are correct, they really should appeal these things. But there's no downside when they can say that they're guilty, go to prison, come out, and continue doing something illegal that's going to pay them an arm and a leg. That's going to cover those costs associated with the fines and. I saw a report the other day where It was Miguel, McGregor. There's a bunch of people. And combined, it was like over $1 million in fines. How people got this kind of money?
I mean, it's a good question, really, isn't it?
You want to know the crazy part? Years ago, I will never fucking forget. Years ago, someone reached out to me and pointed out that they found someone in a, I think it was like a, what was that 4-door Mercedes, like C63 or whatever, B6, I don't know, whatever the fuck it was, the 4-door Mercedes sedan, you know?
Yeah.
Those things were going for $1.5 million, maybe upwards of $2 million. Somebody, or the person who owned this vehicle, was relatively new to the city. They admitted that to the officer in question. They told the officer in question that they had no job, and a subpoena for their bank records was filed on that, and it was accepted. And it was on the basis that, number one, they stated they were employed. They stated they never had a job, and yet they had a vehicle in their name worth well over $1 million. Ain't nobody doing that nowadays, and there just isn't enough time. There's not enough time. Who gonna be doing that? And honestly, the most equipped people to deal with it at this point would be marshals, because you guys don't have to bounce from call to call to call to call to call and get interrupted. Alternatively, get accused of fucking cop stacking because you are either processing someone and required to be there, or writing your report, because if you fail to do so, you're gonna get striked. Which I think is fucking hilarious. I'm telling you now, anybody sits there and assumes I'm doing nothing at Mission Row, even if I am doing nothing, if the assumption is I'm doing nothing without asking me first, we're not speaking. I don't care who you are. It could be Bones, it could be Cassidy, it could be Moss, it could be Peters. If the immediate assumption is I'm doing nothing without asking me first, I don't think we can see eye to eye, and as a result, we shouldn't be speaking to each other. Or alternatively, people, you know, if they were to come on duty and see that there's a lot of officers at Mission Row, and again, just assuming cop stacking, to a degree, it probably is true. But ask questions first before you fucking assume. $390.76, latest 1090.
Yeah, as I said, you know, I've had conversations with Angel on this very subject, and I know how I won't say defeated she is, but how concerned and how you know, it's very rare you'd see Angel downbeat about everything. Do you know what I mean? Normally she's
100%.
pretty on top of things, but I can really tell some things have got to her.
I'm not at all surprised. Angel is easily one of the strongest fucking people I know.
I think
very
I
easily.
think for everything she's dealt with, yeah. I think there's many people that would have thrown the towel in.
Oh, 100%.
A lot of people would have just thrown the towel in.
100%. And unfortunately, I don't think things are going to change in a, I don't think things can change in a manner.
With the way everything's set up, yeah.
Correct.
Can either. Would have to be a huge overhaul of everything.
Yeah. I don't know. Am I crazy in thinking that if Shift 3 can operate as a UPD, despite there being multiple departments, that the other shifts can, except... Actually, you know what? I'm a just sum this up as... I used to be one of the pettiest people, okay? And I think my shtick of being petty was always balanced by the fact that I knew where the line was. And I feel like these other people who are doing this shit see the line and just don't give a fuck about it, and they don't stop. It's like that one guy who keeps making jokes against someone who they don't even know. They're jumping in on like these fucking inside jokes that they have no context of and think it's fucking hilarious because someone else laughed once. And they keep doing it because they got that response once. And as a result, they think that what they're doing is okay, even though it's not. Nobody likes that fucking guy. They don't know where the fucking line is. That's the reality. They all want to go on their petty arc, but let me tell you, ain't none of them got the level of tact to do so. There's a motorcycle parked out front. Stand by. The individual didn't even have a weapon out. They just pulled it out. Hello. What's going on in there?
Which 24/7 is it, Rose?
I'll be honest, I'll rob in the joint.
Up by Polito, by the little like diner with the rocket.
76 from your park.
All right, apologies. Sorry, I was communicating on radio. Here, I'm just gonna jump in here.
Your husband learned how to print a book.
You didn't shoot a gun, right? I see a casing on the ground.
That's not mine.
That's not your. Do you got a gun?
No, I don't have a gun.
Okay, all right.
I'm not violent. I just desperate.
Okay, listen. I can respect that. So as long as you're telling me that your intent isn't to hurt anyone here, I'm content. I just don't want you to hurt me. I don't want you to hurt that individual. All right.
She's a lovely lady. She's texting her husband right now.
Oh my God.
I know.
But do you think she's texting like a goodbye? Do you think she thinks she ain't gonna make it home?
Yeah, she was. I came in asking to buy some cigarettes, and she.
Oh my God! Wait, are you a dad? Did you give up on your children?
Yeah.
Oh. Ooh.
I couldn't afford
Hold
them.
on. Wait, I can help you find the cigarettes and the milk. Hold on. Where is it? Oh, there's milk over here. There's some back here.
I'm gonna stay next to the lady, officer.
Okay. All right. Is there anyone else with you, or are you alone?
There's people around.
Okay. Listen, bud. I'm not risking my life, and I'm not risking the life of that person. If you tell me that you're alone, I ain't gonna stay here and shoot you. I ain't gonna do anything. All right. I'm gonna wait until you're sorted.
No, officer, I'm gonna be honest. There are people in the bushes around the store.
Why?
They were meant to be lookouts, but they were fucking god awful.
Oh.
Yeah.
But who's the god awful one? You didn't even have your hammer out when I got here.
Rhodes, you got another.
I don't want to scare the poor
Hey,
woman.
firm. I don't suspect these individuals are gonna be dangerous.
Just stay there. Don't
All right.
worry.
No. Do me a favor. Have them come in here. I don't really like having people to my back. Again, we ain't gonna do anything.
Don't.
All right. We ain't gonna do anything. If you really want context, I'm on duty. There's one other officer and there's a marshal in my vehicle.
Okay, let me talk. Do not come in here with a fucking gun. I'm telling you now. Do not come in here with a gun. This officer is lovely. He is telling me.
Oh my God! I'm married though. I'm married.
He's married.
Okay, I just want to. I'm setting forth realistic
fine,
expectations.
that's fine.
You cannot hit on me.
Just, one of you come in and just hold the lady so I can check the bag.
I'll open the door for them. All right. Which one of y'all's coming in?
23.
I mean, I guess you both could.
I'm sorry,
Holy
they're such
fuck.
amateurs, officer. Yeah, they really are.
They got like a one-track mind. Oh my God, is that Jack? Here, come in.
F man, come in.
Put your fucking hands up.
No.
I'll knock you out with these knuckle dusters.
No.
Okay.
I'm not with him. I'm not with him.
Do it.
I'm not with him.
We got 78. An officer's being held up with knuckle dusters at the store.
What have you done?
What are you doing?
He's taking a fucking cop hostage.
Yeah, I don't know what he's doing wrong.
Sir? Put the fucking knuckle dusters down.
No! Let my friend go!
Put them down.
You're supposed to take the lady behind the till hostage.
Ah. Oh, wrong person.
Okay, it's been
It's
diffused.
nothing to do with me, officer.
His
I
friend
swear.
said to take
Oh my
the
God,
lady
this is
hostage.
the
Then
worst
he
day
saw
of my life.
Lola. He didn't
This is
realize he was
honestly the
supposed to
worst day of
take
my life, I'll be honest.
the employee behind the desk
It's his
hostage.
first day, sir. Please.
Okay.
Okay, just do me a favor and acknowledge that some people can't be helped, okay?
He honest. I swear to God, it's his first day, and he wanted to be shown some. Oh, fuck.
I'm not going
I
to
have
help
no-
you find the cigarettes or milk. You should not return to them, okay?
Yeah.
Pretend they don't.
Okay.
Listen, bud, we're going to stay here, okay? You don't need them, all right? For the sake of ensuring that nobody here gets hurt, they don't come back in here. Listen, you go in the back if you need to, all right? We ain't gonna do nothing stupid. It's not your fault. It's partially your fault because you didn't say which lady, but like it wasn't
Yeah.
you. It wasn't you.
It's a little bit your fault, but not like totally your
No,
fault.
Exactly.
Honestly, affiliate myself with people like that is 100% my fault.
Ma'am, listen,
So
he's got
sorry.
friends outside, so just don't leave.
Okay, I'm good. What do we do, officer?
Did you get everything? Oh, do me a favor and jump. All right. Have you grabbed everything that you need to?
Yes, I have. Yes.
Okay. All right. The individual is ready to go. We're gonna do the typical free passage, no spike strips, and
The free
we'll
passage.
get the show on the road.
Just a good,
All right.
a show of good
Go
faith.
ahead and-
There's no anything that I could do to do damage. I'm so sorry. I've dropped the
All right, the
hammer.
individual
Take
is
the hammer.
fleeing on a motorcycle. They indicated that they dropped the hammer. Lola, there is nobody else. We'll just mount up and pursue the motorcycle. I didn't want to escalate with that 78s because the individual is a bozo. I don't like that, but they've got 3 individuals, and I don't know if you know this, but them knuckle dusties, they fucking hurt, and it would have taken like 12
they do
fucking
hurt.
bullets before that dude collapsed. Anyways, activated with the motorcycle occupied 1 southbound Sonora Freeway. Traffic light weather clear, speeds approximately 90. We'll be about, 10 seconds from Grapeseed. RO of this vehicle is Billy Pope. Continuing southbound Sonora Freeway, speeds 120. Hello, the Blaine County Sheriff's Office reminding you that
downgraded from 78 to
this-
77.
this behavior is not only illegal, but dangerous. A
A
firm.
Hey, fam.
He was lucky I didn't put 357 in his ass.
Oh my god. Now, since we're just continuing southbound in a straight line, I do want it to be known that I would have shot that guy in the head, but I think his skull was probably so thick that it would have taken a few shots, and maybe he would have started swinging. It just was not worth the risk. Someone that stupid, surely they ain't made it this far with that level of stupidity, and they ain't resistant to bullets, you know? Anyways, we
Yeah,
still
you're right.
southbound Sonora Freeway past the 68 turn.
217 secondary. They still southbound. They pass in the prison.
Look at the billboard. Hell awaits.
They passed the Hell Awaits billboard, and roads reminded them that hell do await. They're still going south, approaching water treatment.
The RO of the vehicle that just passed us is Jack Cortair. When that person first came in, I called them Jack Cortair because they had a cookie mask. So I don't know if that's a coincidence.
Okay. I don't know who that is.
A guy with a cookie mask.
Okay.
I'll take his
Past
guns
the
off.
casino exit. They're passing under Bridge Street, continuing southbound Los Santos Freeway. Now taking the exit with the wiener dog sign. Right, westbound Howick. Left, southbound, Meteor. Right, westbound, Occupation, immediate right, northbound, Power. Left, westbound, Howick. Left, southbound, Las Lagunas. Right, westbound into the Rockford Plaza. Right, northbound, coming back out onto Howick, stand by for direction. Left, westbound Howick. Right, northbound San Vitas, passing the Eclipse Hotel. Left, bound Spanish.
Sir, please surrender. If things get bad, please, you're gonna be surrounded by idiots. It's not worth it.
Left, southbound Milton Road. Rhodes is yelling life lessons at him to not surround himself with stupid people. Right, westbound Boulevard Del Perro. And left, going off-road on BCB.
Continuing southeast Sunday Milton Parkway. Passing the old courthouse. Right, westbound Carcer Way. Left, southbound through Zona Medical towards Dorset. Right, westbound Dorset Drive. Left, southbound through the alley towards the jewelry store jump. Right, westbound towards Palomino. Right, northbound Palomino. Left, westbound Dorset Drive. Hanging opposing. Merging correct. Left, westbound Heritage Way. Left, southbound Movie Star Way. You know what I like about this guy, Nova? Left, eastbound Vespucci. Nova?
Yeah, what's that?
Secondary, right, southbound Ginger.
They ain't trying to take any squeeze
Left, eastbound Lindsay
Oh yeah, he's
or anything of the sort.
Yeah. Didn't
Right,
need it
southbound
running
Nothing
tunnel.
yet. Nothing yet.
At the apartments, left, southbound
I am
South
listening. It
Rockford.
might just take me a second to respond.
No, you're good. You're good.
Left, northbound, coming back out onto Calais from the parking lot. Crossing over Calais, cutting through the gas station.
U-turn.
Now eastbound 06, U-turning. Back through the gas station, going through the alleyway, back out onto South Rockford Drive. Right, northbound South Rockford. Right, northbound Palomino. Left, westbound through the alley. I'm gonna go all the way around.
Affirm, continuing west, right, northbound Ginger. Right, eastbound Vespucci. Left, northbound Palomino Ave.
217 secondary, so northbound Palomino. Left, westbound through the Brown Garage. Right, northbound Ginger. U-turning eastbound through the alleyway, parallel to the Brown Garage.
Continuing east through the alley towards Calais. Right, southbound Calais. Left, eastbound Vespucci. Left, northbound through the Red Garage. Right, eastbound San Andreas. Left, northbound Los Lagunas. Right, eastbound through the underground parking garage. Left, northbound Alta.
217 secondary, steering northbound Alta. Right, eastbound Occupation. Right, southbound, standby, Power. Left, going off-road, squeezing between the courthouse and the freeway. BCB.
Continuing westbound Del Perro Freeway. Merging opposite lanes. Proper lanes. Taking the Upper La Puerta turnoff. Potentially going for the jump. Disregard. Southbound Upper La Puerta Freeway. Merging lower La Puerta, parallel to the Cali construction site. Taking the Innocence turn off. Left eastbound Innocence Boulevard. Right southbound through the skip down towards the canals. Left eastbound towards sanitation. We are westbound into the sanitation lot and southbound Alta. Left eastbound into the alleyway, parallel to form. Left northbound Strawberry. Left westbound or northwestern form.
You can pass me and take primary whenever you want it.
Hold it for now. Left westbound Person. Right northbound Alta. Continuing northbound Alta.
Just getting on the phone.
Left westbound Vespucci. Right northbound Peaceful Street. And northbound Los Laguanas Boulevard. Left, merging northwest Dave Milton Parkway. Approaching the old courthouse again. Now merging westbound South Boulevard Del Perro. Left southbound Rockford. Right westbound East Warren Way. Left southbound Portola, passing the jewelry store. Left eastbound Dorset Drive.
17 secondary to eastbound vehicles slowing.
Your officer hostage.
Basically,
Sir,
I
you
stopped
don't
him.
you don't need to apologize. Your friend does. Your friend, but
I do need to go now, and I didn't want to just do some rat shit, but I've got to leave now.
he said he has to leave now.
Sorry.
What does that mean?
I think he's gonna do rat stuff now.
Oh, wow.
It's all right. I'll find a wall to guide him into.
Okay. We're northbound San Vitas, right eastbound through the Rockford Plaza. Northbound Las Lagunas.
I'm going around. I'm not gonna follow through there. If I do so at speed. I'll
Did he go through the
yeah, all the way east. Yep.
alley? Okay. It looks like he sent it all the way east. I can't see his taillights anymore.
Got nothing here. He's stuck in the alleyway the whole time?
I saw his taillights coming about where I am right now, but I don't know where they went after.
Interesting, because I got around fairly.
What was the master gun on? Tell me again.
10-9?
Was it a blue bag?
A firm.
It's northbound on Ellis Freeway.
A firm RO was Billy Pope.
Yeah, northbound Ellis Freeway, taking the exit towards the casino, going south there. Going into the casino parking lot on the north side. Going into the casino, stand by. Off-road, going northbound, parallel with the freeway, currently VCB.
I have to repair. Fuck. Actually, I'll hold on repairing.
See, going northbound Ellis Freeway. Passing water treatment, VCB.
Were they just full sending north?
Hey, from there, she's passing the water treatment, going northbound.
I'm going to assume they take the split in between Palomino and go off-road would be my assumption with the motorcycle, especially with the indication he was gonna do rat stuff.
We can check the off-road trail near water treatment. You possibly could have went out.
A firm. I'm full sending. Oh, I think I got him northbound Sonora Freeway. See a motorcycle. It's approaching the prison. A firm, got it. Play confirmation 2. Northbound Sonora Freeway approaching 68. Turn off. Taking the 68. I'll disregard. Continue north.
That was supposed to be a dramatic goodbye.
But it wasn't. So continue northbound, approaching the U-Tool. Sir, please pull over.
Okay.
Just merge towards the U-Tool. Stand by. I'm VCB. I think he's behind the U-Tool. May have cut south off-road. I've got no idea. Can anyone check the profile of Billy Pope, see if they have any properties?
I got it.
I'm on the hill that overlooks the little, like, alien thing. You remember when the Lost MC used to sell drugs? That one.
Yeah, well, he's got a property down on Capitol Boulevard, number 4.
Oh, I see an individual on a motorcycle northbound at the top of the hill that I was just referencing. Don't see anything to the east. They were last seen north. I'm currently VCB.
Would they have been going down to the hippie camp?
A from that general area, but probably just further north as if they would have gone through the tunnel. In fact, because they're missing from here, I'm gonna circle back through the tunnel. Maybe they...
I'm going through the tunnel right now.
Oh, I did... Oh, no, it's sure.
Nothing in the tunnel.
They had a decent amount of distance on me. I was on the far south side. They're on the far north. I'm gonna repair my vehicle on the actually I'm gonna check these properties. What did you just do? I'm gonna repair my vehicle at the top of this cliff. If somebody can check prior arrest, see if they've been arrested alongside. I'm curious to know if there'd be any reason for them to come back north with them not thinking we're on them.
You said it was Billy Pope, right?
Can you say A firm? I can't get on radio.
Hey, Bob.
Yeah, fam.
Thank you. Why is my auto mode not on? What is happening?
He gets arrested a lot with somebody named Charlie Wilson.
I don't know who that is.
He was also arrested with somebody named Carly Barley. They have a property in Polito.
Ooh, where at? 39076 to Polito.
Polito Boulevard 29. My tablet's broken, so I can't look to see exactly where that is.
Mine too. Prem, thank you for gifting that sub. Luke, thank you for the 26 months. I appreciate it. Blue, thank you for the 28. Duff, thank you for the 34. Prox, thank you. Oh my god, I can't see. Oh wait, motorcycle southbound on the freeway. Unsure if that's them. I don't know if they turned or if they're continuing south.
Double 4 gang on the highway from Route 68.
I'm coming from Palomino. I haven't seen a motorcycle heading south on Palomino.
I see a motorcycle passing the U-tool now. Same motorcycle. Southbound Sonora Freeway.
Fuck's sake.
Hey bud, I'm gonna need you off
Hold
that
on by the side
motorcycle.
No, I can't do that.
You can.
I can't.
No, but you can.
I can't, because then I'll go to prison.
But we're
And my
already
life will be
here. Think
ruined.
about it.
No, 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 no.
I didn't have my taser.
Almost. Vehicle's taken off southbound Sonora Freeway passing the prison. They're swerving in and out of lanes of traffic right in front. I'm gonna be honest, if I hit them, it's their fault.
Hey, firm.
They took the left turn towards Palomino Freeway.
390 secondary, continuing southbound Palomino, taking the off-road slip back up to Sonora/LS. And they're going back down to the south. And I think they're actually going to continue through the off-road slip on VCB.
They were going east off-road. My Taurus flipped, so. But it looked like they were heading towards that small slip in between Palomino and Sonora.
You don't see them here.
Oh, 4 keeps ending up.
They wouldn't have continued south on the. Oh, they were. They're in a tree on the off-road slip. They're southbound Ellis Freeway. Continuing southbound, approaching water treatment. Merged opposing lanes.
Opposite lane.
Are they at water treatment to the southbound? Taking the casino turn off. And taking the off-road slip towards the casino. Passing the casino now. Left eastbound, Air Park Boulevard. Right southbound, York Street. Right westbound Bridge. Right northbound through an alley. They continued west. I think they're going to end up on the off-road slip, alternatively back to the front. VCB. I still hear him at the rear side of this property.